What's up, guys? Welcome to Juice's Kitchen. I'm Jesse, and today we're going to be making this awesome chip dip in a skillet. Perfect for football Sunday or party Saturday, whatever else you got going on. So make sure if you like this content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and turn on notifications for future videos. With that being said, let's get right into it. Alright, so to get started with our dip, we're going to need a couple of tools and a couple ingredients. First off, you're going to need a cast iron pan. Mine's from Lodge. It's a 12-inch cast iron pan. I use this probably at least twice a week. And in order to make this dip in the oven, you're going to need a cast iron pan like this, or an 8x8 baking dish will also do the trick. We're going to need chorizo or a chorizo substitute. For any reason, anyone in your family can't be eating pork, this turkey substitute is great. That's what I'm using today. You're going to need a shredded cheese, so I'm going with a cheddar and a mozzarella. You're going to need your favorite taco seasoning. I have this taco seasoning from Hy-Vee. This is just the one I like to use. We're going to go with the cream cheese, dried oregano. We're going to want a can of mild green chilies, diced green chilies. We're going to need a can of black beans. You're going to need a can of corn. I'm going with a Southwest corn. It's got chopped up peppers and stuff in it. It's a really good addition to your dip. And other than that, you're going to need some toppings. For toppings, I'm going with cilantro. You can pick up a big bunch of this at any grocery store, really. It's cheap. Don't buy it in the little plastic containers. Those are going to be wicked overpriced, like $3 for a little thing, versus this was 78 cents. Make sure you buy the fresh bunches. I'm going with an avocado here, and I'm going to chop up these tomatoes for topping. It's going to be awesome. I'm hooking this up for football Sunday, so let's get to cooking. Alright, so to get started, we're going to want to get our pan preheated at about medium heat and get a pound of chorizo in the pan. If you don't hear it sizzle, your pan is not hot enough. You do not want to put meat in a cold pan. While that cooks, we're going to take about 2 ounces of our cream cheese here. Get that in the microwave for maybe about 20 seconds or so. We want it very soft, soft enough to mix into a sauce. Another pro tip when you're cooking this chorizo, make sure you chop it up fine so when it goes into that dip, it can fit on a chip. Yeah, like Dr. Seuss. But yeah, you want to make sure that all this chorizo is chopped up really finely. Now once that chorizo is cooked up well, again about 5 to 8 minutes, we're going to want to turn the heat off on this pan and let it cool all the way down. Because we're about to add cheese to this pan and we don't want that cheese to burn. So let all this cool down for probably about, again, 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, now once our pan is cooled off enough to work with, we're going to want to add our cheeses and our seasoning. And I'm going to have measurements in the description down below for you, so I don't have to go over all of those here. But we're going to add in a little bit of our shredded cheese, about a third of it. 2 ounces of very soft cream cheese that we put in the microwave earlier. And we're going to add our seasoning mix. And then what we want to do now is just kind of mix that together, incorporate that. Really mash that together so that chorizo and that cream cheese combines. Alright, now once that's mixed, we're going to add our canned goods. First we got a can of washed and drained black beans. So you're going to want to drain the juice out and then try to get a little bit of water in the can to wash out the beans a bit. Put the whole can in there. Next we're going to go with our can of corn that we showed earlier. This you just need to drain. You don't need to wash your corn. A can of green chilies. You don't want to drain these or nothing. You just want all that goodness from the can in there. And now just mix that together. Alright, now that that's mixed, we're going to want to add roughly another half cup of cheese into this. So I'm going to go about a 1/4 cup of this mozzarella and a 1/4 cup of our cheddar here. And mix that. Alright, now once that's mixed, we're going to want to add enough cheese to the top of this to add a a creamy layer of cheese on it when we put it in the oven. It should be about a half cup, but honestly, put as much as you want to, to make it yours. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have more than a half a cup here, but the standard is a half cup. So we'll go a little over a quarter cup of cheddar and a good amount of mozzarella here. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna put our dip into a 350-degree preheated oven for roughly 20 to 30 minutes. Once it starts to get bubbly and gooey, that's when you know that 20 to 30 minutes is up. From there, we're gonna turn it onto a broil so we can crisp up the cheese on the top. We'll show you that next. So while that cooks, I'm just gonna very quickly show you how to break down this cilantro. So you have this huge bunch, right? What you wanna do is get it cut up into uniform, small pieces. Best way to do that is to tighten your bunch up very tight into each other. Make it extremely compact. And then just start chopping. So right there is a good looking bunch of cilantro. Cut some of this up a little bit. That's how I break down cilantro. Fairly simple, but maybe that big bunch can be overwhelming, so I figured I'd show you guys how to do that. All right, so once about 20 minutes is up, at least for me it only took about 20 minutes. Let's take our dip out here and see how we did. Wow, that's looking awesome. So now what we're gonna wanna do is turn our oven on to broil. Let the broil warm up for about a minute or so, depending on your oven. All right, now for me it's been about a minute 30 under the broil. See how we did. Nice. Does that not look delicious? Next, we're gonna let this cool off a little bit. We're gonna get our toppings put on, and then we're gonna plate. Let's get at it. All right, so we are all wrapped up here. As you can see, with a couple simple ingredients, some chorizo, some cheese, and a cast iron skillet, under an hour, you've got an awesome chip dip ready for football Sunday. Ready to impress your friends, your family. Everyone will enjoy this dip. Let's give it a try here. Get a little jalapeno. All that goodness. Wow. That is so good. Now again, I put a little bit of jalapeno. I didn't mention that earlier. That's spicy. I love that, but if you don't put it on there. You guys take this recipe, make it your own, and put in the comments what you liked about this video, maybe what I can improve on, because obviously I'm still new at this. If you like this content, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, and I'll see you guys in the next video.